guys, it's Adrienne. Welcome back to my channel. So usually I do these within my wrap-ups, but I got so many books in the month of December that I've made the decision to make it a video within itself. So I have 5 piles here. One is going to be my book of the month, and then 2 of the piles are going to be gifted, but it's going to be from friends and then publishers, and then the other 2 are books I bought myself, full price, and then like resale groups. Not that any of that really matters, but it is what it is. So first and foremost, we will go over the books that I got in my book of the month box. And the first one I got is A History of Wild Places. I'm honestly not really sure what this is about, but I'm happy I got it because now that it's like out, I've been seeing so much love for it. The second book that I got is A Flicker in the Dark. Not sure what this is about either, but I know it's like a thriller, so there's that. Now, I got 3 books gifted from friends. Basically for Christmas. The first one I got is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I've already read this, but I absolutely loved it. So I wanted a physical copy, and I finally got one, and I'm so happy. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder basically follows a like high school girl, and she's doing her capstone project on a case that had happened in her town, but she doesn't believe the person who everyone says it was actually responsible. So that's this. Then I got Emergency Contact. I'm honestly not sure too much what this is about, but I read Mary H.K. Choi's other book, Yoke, and I really enjoyed it, so I got gifted this. And then the last book that I was gifted from a friend is No Exit by Taylor Adams, which I'm really excited about. It's basically about someone seeing another person trapped in a cage in like the trunk of someone's car, and it kind of escalates from there. I heard it's very suspenseful, thrillery, so we love to see it. And then another one that I was gifted was the Inheritance games. I believe this is like Knives Out vibes. There's an inheritance, and I guess, I don't know. I'm not really sure what else. I just know that there's like an inheritance at stake, and I think maybe the person who got the inheritance doesn't necessarily know the person who's giving it. I don't know. Now, we will go into the physical books that I was gifted by publishers. The first is Winter Water by Suzanne Jansen. This is actually already out, so this is not an ARC. This is a finished copy, so yeah. I'm honestly not at all sure what this is about. Oh, it looks like it was translated. Originally, it was published in Swedish, so there's that. Then I got a Murder Like No Author. This is also a finished copy, The Ringmaster's Daughter. It's inspired by a true World War II story, which I am nervous about because I'm not usually like leaning towards historical, but I am excited to get it because it seems like circus vibes, which I really like. Next, I got an ARC of Lucy Checks In, and this comes out in August, so be on the lookout around that time frame for probably a rapid review for this. And the same with the next one that comes out in May, and that is The Latecomer, and this is by the author who wrote The Plot. I have not read that yet, but I'm planning on reading that before this. This is a big book, so I'm not sure how I'll feel about it, but it's like nearly 500 pages. But the premise sounds very interesting. Basically, triplets who have always leaned on each other, like they're ready to go on with their lives and go into college, but then suddenly a 4th sibling pops up. So that's interesting. So that's all for the gifted, and now we will go into all the books that I bought myself. So first we'll go into like resale. So these I did not buy at full price. So the first one is The Push. I've already read this book, but I loved it so much I wanted a physical copy. This is basically, I'm not gonna tell you what this is about, but it's very dark, so I would 100% look into trigger warnings before diving into this one, especially if things involving like motherhood and children is a huge trigger for you, I would probably stay away from this one. But this one kind of gives Verity vibes. Obviously does not live up to Verity. Verity's like top tier, but definitely Verity by Colleen Hoover vibes. And then I got An Anonymous Girl, which is another book that I've already read but also really loved. I actually love this author duo, but I haven't read much from them. I've only read this and The Wife Between Us, so I'm hoping to dive more into it. And then the next book I got was The Proposal. It's very bright, so you can't really see it on camera. But I'm not sure what this is about, but I do need more romance on my shelf, so I got it. And that's that. Next, I got The Sanatorium. I believe this is like an isolated thriller setting sort of vibe. I believe Rylan read this and really loved it, so I'm excited for this. Then I got My Dark Vanessa, which is also a pretty triggering book about grooming. I believe it's student teacher, and I believe it's like dual timeline maybe, but like the student is looking back on that experience and looking at it for what it actually was. And then the last one I got was The Silent Patient, which is by the same author of The Maidens, which I really loved, so we got that. So those were all of my I got it from other people, so like used basically. So now we will go into all of the books that I bought at full price. There are a lot, I will warn you, because I got most of them on sale when Barnes & Noble was doing the like 50% off hardbacks and then like buy one get one 50% off paperbacks. Okay, so the first book I got is actually not from Barnes & Noble, but this is from Fairy Loot, and it is the Gods and Monsters Fairy Loot edition by Shelby Mahiran. This is the last book in Serpent and Dove. It's gorgeous. I don't know if you guys can really see the edges, but it's like glittery. It does not want to focus, sorry. I've ordered this literally like months ago, but there was just problems of it getting to me. But I finally got it, so I will hopefully be finishing off this trilogy soon. And then another like special non-Barnes & Noble one I got, kind of special, is The Paper Palace. I believe this is like, I don't know, this has something to do with a marriage. I believe it's like a romance. I got this because it was recommended. I actually went to the Reese Book Club pop-up shop in LA and got this there. And I also got this sweater, which is super cute. It just says Book Lover. So super cute. So those are like the two like special books. Nothing is actually special about this book besides the place where I got it, but I'm still looking forward to it. Now we will go into all of the books that I got at Barnes & Noble because the sale was just too good to pass up. So I only got 2 paperbacks, and that is Take a Hint, Danny Brown, and At Your Age, Eve Brown. This is both the second and the third book in the Brown Sister trilogy. The first one being Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I've already read Chloe Brown and really enjoyed it, so I am very much looking forward to these two. People just say that this series gets better as it goes on, so I finally completed the trilogy and I will read these two. Now on to all of the hardcovers. The first one I got was 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. Not really sure what this is about. She is apparently a princess with a secret. Forbidden magic runs through her veins. Normally she conceals it well, but on the morning after her betrothal ceremony, Shiori loses control. Okay, so this is like Elsa, but like better? Basically, that's the vibes I'm getting. It's like Frozen vibes. Next, I got the Ballerinas, which I actually don't know much about, but I heard it was really good. I had to pick it up. Ballerinas are like point shoes. You have to break them before they're of any use. So you start out as perfect and you become something else. I don't know. It sounds competitive and thrilling. So there's that. I also got Aurora's End by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is the last book in the Aurora Cycle trilogy. I really enjoyed the first 2, Aurora's Rising and then Aurora Burning. So this is Aurora's End. I'm very curious to see how they'll wrap it up. And yeah, very excited. This is not like their other trilogy. Their other trilogy, Illuminate, is mixed files, but this is like a normal novel, not mixed media. but I still really enjoyed them. Then I got a Slow Fire Burning by Paula Hawkins. This is the author of The Girl on the Train, and despite most people, that was the book that got me into thrillers, and then I read Gone Girl after that. But I really loved The Girl on the Train, so I'm really looking forward to what her next book is about. I don't even know if this is the next book. There might be like more that she's written. I don't know. But anyways, I've actually heard that this is super good, super fast paced, and easy to read, short chapters. So I'm very excited. Oh, it's apparently a story about revenge, which we love to see. Then I got These Silent Woods, which I know literally not a thing about. I just seen this cover and I was like, you know what? We're gonna do it. It just says, so basically all I know is like this family lives in like a very isolated setting. Like they have no electricity, no family, no connection to the outside world. And that's all I know about this. But it's apparently very like atmospheric, quick read. It is very short too. So I'm very excited to get to this. Then I got All of Us Villains by Amanda Foody and Lynn Herman. I actually don't know what this book is about either, but I believe it's like a YA fantasy. I've read one of Amanda Foody's other books, which was Ace of Shades, and I really enjoyed her writing style, so I'm very curious to see on how I'll feel about this. This is apparently, so this says, the blood moon rises, the blood veil falls, the tournament begins. Okay, so maybe like Hunger Game vibes. There's apparently a tournament, and blood is a very important aspect in this world. Then I got Fable by Adrienne Young. This is the same author as The Sky and the Deep and The Girl the Sea Gave Back. I read both of those, really, really loved it. So I am very excited to get to this one. I'm not sure if this one follows Vikings as well. Her other two books do follow Vikings, but I'm not sure. Oh, it seems she is a trader. Like trades things. Oh, maybe they're like pirates. I don't know, but I am very excited to get to this. And then the last book that I got in the month of December was As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. This is the third and final book in the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I hauled the first book before. I already have the second book somewhere, and so I only needed the third book to complete the trilogy. So I got it, and I'm very excited. I'm not quite sure what this specific book follows, so I'm excited to get to it either way. So that was my splurge of December. I am planning on cutting down on my buying, but honestly, Barnes & Noble did a 50% off every single hardback. I could not pass it up. Like, it was such a good sale. So I'm very excited to get to all of these. I already have plans for some of them. And yeah, so that is all of the books that I hauled in the month of December. I know it seems like a lot, but I will say that I also unhauled a lot in December and throughout the year. So I'm planning on continuing that. Like, I'll buy books. I'm not ashamed to buy books, but I will also unhaul if I'm not loving them. And things like that. I have tons of books that I need to unhaul and they're just sitting there. I don't know what to do with them. But it's fine. So these are all of the books that I got in the month of December. If you've read them, let me know. If any of them are on your radar, let me know. But that's all I have today. You can like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you would like all of my socials to follow me anywhere else are in the description. As always, I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!